Excellent.
All right, so y'all know I like Canva, love it. And so Canva comes with several different options depending on if you are in the paid program or not. I actually pay for Canva. It's $12.95 a month. They draft it straight out of my PayPal, so I don't even have to worry. They just send me a notice that says your invoice is ready and lets me know about a day or two before when it's coming out. So, and I get options for just about everything that they have. The only thing I don't pay for is you can any design you make can be turned into any type of flyer, credit card, business card. It can be turned into a logo that they will print and process for you. You can put them on shirts, you can put them on banners, you can, they have all kind of options that you can purchase for any design you create. I have programs on my computer already that does that. So the only thing I pay for is the actual program so that I can create them. So that's what Canva is. So I just always go here to create a design, and all the designs are free, but not all the templates that go with the designs are free. So that's one of the things you have to be cautious of. When you have the free program, anything that is a paid or part of the pro program, it has a gold crown beside it. So if you see something with the gold crown, you know that's not a free and accessible program. You have to pay for that. So I just go to create a design, and I always go to the video, or I've started going to the video, and it pulls it up. And that's what I've been starting with. And it has the videos. And depending on what you want to create, you can actually use your uploaded images to create designs. You can use their photos that they have, and they have tons of photos to create a design. And then you actually have the videos. And in the videos, they have different videos that you can use. Now you have to be cautious because see, like this one says pro, that's the ones you have to pay for. But because I pay for it, I get it. It's part of it. If you did not have the pro service, then that would have a gold crown beside it. So some of them, the ones that usually it's the ones that are farther down will be pro. Most all the free ones will be up front. So the thing about it is you have to look at the time on some of these videos. You have to look at the time. If you want to post it to social media, they do have a time limit on your videos unless you're doing a live video. If you're uploading a pre-programmed video on Instagram, it can only be 60 seconds or less. Other than that, it won't post it from another platform. It will say it's too long, or it will give you the option to do a different version of it, or you have to clip it. So I've learned to go in, I've found out how you can go in and manipulate the time. So you can use some of these. I don't use all of them, but I also can go into templates. You can click on your templates and do the same thing. They have a list of templates that you can use, and you can just see which ones that you are, depending on what you want, like the educational. And some of them you can manipulate just because that's what it says it does. You can change all the verbiage and wording on it. So that's the one I did for the skincare, for those that saw the one I did for the skin creams and stuff. So, so this is a sales video. I actually have one at the end. So I want to see what this, I'm looking for a particular one for oceans. I like the one I did for the ocean, but I don't want to repeat it, but I will if I can, if I have to, because I don't see one that I like better. So, sorry. So what I did was I'm going to show you my palette. So here's my palette. As you can see it down here, it shows what I have so far. It tells me how many minutes or seconds I've used. I've used 52.3 seconds. So once I've picked out what I want to use, the images, then I just start with page 1, okay? And this is going to be for my weight loss. So here's my images. And so then I'm just going to start by using my text. And I'm just going to, and this is where your creativity comes in. And And I'll center it here in a minute as soon as I get my thoughts out. Okay. And some of them, not every one of them has to have a link on them, but every one of them will have my logo on it. So, and I have different logos that I use. Okay, I don't like that all going on the same place. So I have that one. And then you can play with the sizing. And I want to move this down a little bit. Move that. Let's move this up. Okay. And you can make them bigger. And it takes a while. That's why I said you could get in a rabbit hole with this because it does take a bit. And then I'll go to my uploads and I want to pull one of my logos. And I have one down here for coffee on it. All right, come on. All right, it's not going to work on me for me today. There we go. So we'll use this one. All right, so that's my coffee beans, and I'm just going to put this right here in the middle of the page. And if I wanted to, I could put a background on this, and I may. Let's see, since I've used all black, I got to remember this here, so I'm going to go and put a background in. And I just want it to be, there you go. And I want to move her over because see the arm reaching out to her. I'm going to center this a little bit. All right, so that's my first one. Then we're going to go here to the second one. And again, just put text in. I don't want it there. And I kind of make the text relative to what the images are saying and what my message I want to talk about. And like I said, I'll get my text out there first and then come back and center it. All right, and then I'm going to play with my sizing. So I have a pretty good space right here. Okay, and so again, and play with your pictures. You can get them the same size. And then I'm going to pull from my uploads and get another logo because not everything's going to be able to put in a logo. Now, why these aren't showing up, but they're not. I have to look into that. It's all right. Okay, I'm might have to go back in and re-download these. They're not popping up right. It's okay. Like Paul says, there's always something. always something. So I'll keep the same theme. That's no problem. We're doing coffee, so I can keep my coffee theme. And if I wanted, you know, if I don't want it to be so in their face, I could actually make that a little bit, the wording. And like I said, this is something that, you know, after you get your site done, you can come in and play. Again, we're going to put a background. Okay. And then I'm going to come to the next one. And I'm going to leave that there because I kind of got it cut off. I'm going to put these on top of each other. There we go. All right, I'm just going to put tired of the gym scene because I want it to have two different. I'm going to put no results. This needs to be ... Here, we're going to see no results. And then here, I'm just going to come back and put another header. And type in just what's on the weight, the scales. All right. So there's that, and we're going to put a background on that one. And you don't have to, depending on how your platform is, I try to keep them consistent, use the same ones over and over. All right. And then here's a video, and it already has images in it. So this is one I'm going to take out. I don't want that in there. I don't want that in there, so I'm going to delete that option. And then power. I want to use power, but I don't want it to overrun that. And I'm actually going to add the words to this. You have the power. And then I'm going to minimize this a little bit and move it. And I'm going to see if it'll let me flip this picture. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to go back again and find me a logo, get my same logo, the one that's working. And this is actually a video, so it doesn't matter that I have stuff in here. I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that later. So I'm going to put this over here. All right, and then go to my next one. This is also a video. And I'm going to put words in here. And actually, I'm going to put another one. And I'm going to put this all the way across, and it's going to say the power of coffee. And this is going to be my ad. And this is where your templates come in handy. If you have one that actually spells out the functions of coffee. I don't know if this one has it, or if I think I know it has it on Valentis. That's my blue scorpion. So then what I'm going to do is just pull up an old design that has my coffee. So I'm just going to pull this design up. And I'm going to copy this box. Copy. Then go to my weight loss design. And right here, I'm going to paste that in. And then we're going to play with it. Now, the thing about it is this video moves. So I need to make sure that everything is to the far left. So when the video starts to move, my words follow properly. All right, so now I can see what this says and see if it says something I already have. I want it to be a bit smaller. That's too big. Because the good thing about this is they can always stop it and read what I'm saying. So some of this I know is a repeat. So I'm going to go in here. So it's right here. It says enjoy. I'm going to take that out because I already have it. There we go. And now from here, I can see if I can play with it a little bit bigger. I did that one word. I wanted to do the whole thing. See if the whole thing, we can do it at 36. That's better. And then right here on this cup is a perfect place to go ahead and put just a small logo. So I'm going to move this over here. All right, and then I'm going to minimize this down. And I want it to fit just a little off to the side because, like I said, this video moves and this cup moves across the screen. So if I don't have it exactly right, it's not going to show right. I think it moves this way. Okay, we'll figure it out after I get it done. So that's that one. And then I'm going to come here, and you can have them as long or as big as you want. The thing about it is you can remove any element that is on here. So it says remove the element or remove the group. I want to remove the group because I'm not advertising for anybody. The good thing about it says join us today. I don't know, I can't get this to go away. So, but instead of saying join us today, I can still leave that there. It says find your inner balance. And it says I can actually put in here All right, so this goes along with what's already been said. Along with proper food, exercise, and rest, you can. And I can change the words, find your inner balance. Join us. And again, I can put here, if I wanted to, I can put the actual link. It's just going to take up some space, or I can just put, again, my little website, if I can get it to work. All right, so where, oh, my number cap must be off. It is. And then we're just going to make that smaller, put it back up here so it fits in. Then let's see how it looks. I don't like that. That's too big. I need this outside element. All right, something didn't. All right, so let's start over. We're going to go back until that white part did something I don't like. There we go. All right, I need it's meshing. I might have to take all that out. I need this to go. See, this is going. This one little element don't want to work, so let's get rid of it. And then I can type in what I want. There we go. Perfect. All right, so there's that. So that's that one's done. And again, just remove these elements, remove the group, and I can leave that. And this is where you can put your flair here. Instead of just talking about the weight loss, I can put this is going to be my personal advertisement. Actually, I'm going to put that down here. Flavorful solutions, okay? And then we're going to make this bigger. And I'm actually going to pull one of my links out for my recipes. Or I might even just do, no, I don't want to do that one. I want to do, and this is where I put them in Google Drive for my templates. And they have everything here. And I actually have my Google Drive downloaded on my phone. So when I'm standing in the grocery store, or in line anywhere or driving, I can actually copy stuff straight from my phone. And so then I'm just going to come here and paste that link here. And let's open this up. It's at 87. I don't need it that big. Let's try 56. Now, this needs a little something here. Now, one of the things that I have an option of is I have a feature that I can actually black out or white out the background. This one already has the background out. So I'm going to use this one and actually use this as a logo or a featured item. So I'm going to put this here, make it really small so that they know I'm still talking about coffee. Put that right there. Y'all know in Roy's memes, he's seen him will use the brain, different things like that. So I'm actually using a coffee cup. Make them be aware, hey, this is still about coffee. So there's that. And then here's my last image. Again, I'm going to remove the logos, remove the whole thing. And then this one, I want to remove that. So now there's just this. And this is actually about meditation. So I want to change it to make it go along with what I was talking about. So I'm going to actually come in here and take this out. All right, and then I'm actually going to make this bigger so that it covers what I'm saying. I'm going to make it a little bit more narrow. Center this a little bit. There. So there's that. And then here at the end, again, I'm going to get my coffee link and come back here and put in another text. Okay, and I'm going to move this over here out of the way. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, as you can see, I got different things in here. So now if I come here and see this is, you know, there's no a whole lot of words in it. I can actually change the timing. You just come up here and say, oh, it's too long or too short. Or if you have more than 60 seconds and you want to shorten it, then just come up here and change your time. But my time is pretty good. So now I want to animate it. I don't want it to just look like this. So then I'm going to click on animate. And then I can choose. Do I want it to be blocked? Don't like that black. Do I want it to fade? Each image fade in and out. Do I want it to pan? Do I want it to rise? Tumble. I don't really like the tumble. I get a headache every time I see it. Same thing with the stomp. You got the baseline. I don't like that either. You got the popping. I don't like that. The neon, that really gives me a headache. Then you have the scrapbook. So I want something that's going to be uniform, that no matter which page I'm on, I can see the same thing. So I normally go with either the rise or the pan. The rise looks pretty good, and even the fade. So I think with this one, because a lot of mine has sections in it, I want it to rise so they can see each section as it comes. And then I want to apply that theme to all the pages, okay? And then depending on your program, you actually have music. So then you can come here and say, well, what kind of music you want. Some of the words here actually, or the music here has words in it. I don't want anything with words in it. So then I just click on it to see, and you see this says Pro. So you want to look to see which ones you have. I'm not sure if this comes with the free version, but you can upload music and put in your program. So that's one of the things you can do. But these look like they're all Pro, so this might only be with the Pro program, but I'm going to put music to it. So I just want to listen to see what kind of music it is. Nothing ain't working today. I want to hear it. It could be because I have my headphones in. Because it's not playing. All right. I want to use something soothing. I know these have all words in it, so I'm going to just go ahead and pick this one. Okay. And then since it's okay, everything looks all right, I'm just going to hit download. Has 8 pages in it, it's an MP4, and then just hit download. And I do have a folder that is exclusively just for these programs, so it's going to take it a few minutes to download. And then once it does, I can look at it and see if it's what I want it to look like, if the sound's the way I want it to sound. If not, I can always go back and modify it. That's why I don't ever close it down. The good thing about Canva is it saves your information that you have in there. So you can always just pull up an old meme or anything that you've created. And I create the memes the same way. You just choose a design. And you do the same way with the memes. You just do an individual picture, see what you have available. If you have something from Google that you want to use, you just pull it up, download it, or upload it to your Canva portfolio and just work on it. Just have fun with it. But again, this isn't something that you want to do if you haven't finished your PBS. You need to make sure all your pages are done. This is your prettying up and drawing attention to your site right here. So if you haven't done that, then there's no need for you to do something this extensive because then people's going to be expecting it for you for everything. It's just something that I can do because my pages are there. It's drawing attention to products that I have. And like I said, everything that I'm advertising, I have in my site. Even if they look at the pictures that I've chosen to use, every one of those I have in my site. They can get exercise equipment from my site. They can get travel arrangements from my site. They can order donuts and candy and cookies from my site, from a company that I have there. They can go to the beach. So there's nothing on my website that they can't get. They can even get meditation programs. I try to choose things to advertise with that, like I said, still advertises my site. So if they see something, they're going to automatically assume they have access to it from my website. And that's what I want them to be able to do, is that anything I advertise, they can get from my site. So as soon as this gets finished downloading, we'll pull it up and let you see what it looks like. And then I can post it anywhere. I put it on my YouTube channel so I can get a YouTube link. And then some of the ad sites that allows you to do a YouTube channel or video, then I just copy the URL and put in that ad site. Like one of the ones I did yesterday allows you to put a video in. So I put my video that I made. It's 30 seconds. Most of them run anywhere from 30 to less than 60 seconds. And it has my information in it. So I'm advertising for me. So I want this to go into logos, and I have my MP video, and this one is going in, and I don't have them categorized yet. So I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to pull it up, and let's see if it plays right. The music's not playing.
Interesting.
And that's it. So I got to find out where the music is. It could just be my headset. But for all intents and purposes, there's my video. Took us about 30 minutes to do it, but it's there. So, you know, that's just one of the things, like I said, that you can do after you get your site up and running. I will post this on my YouTube so you can see how to use it. But just play around with it. Start with your logos. I've actually gone through my home, the home site, and all of my logos that I've created, I've actually turned into videos because each one of these has individual elements to it. I can do that with them. So these are the ones that I created. That's the one I created for Christmas for Santa. You know, I just flipped the Santa around, you know, took the background out of the brand box and put it in there. But, you know, here's my wine I got. I took out my background of my sitting on my freezer, put in a burgundy solid background. So now it looks like I got floating wine. So different things that you can do, but all of these I can turn into a video and put the animation to it, put a song to it or music to it, group them together. As long as I have it less than a minute, 30 seconds or a minute, then I'm good. I can post it anywhere. Put it on your YouTube channel. I got free YouTube. Some of them will let you do a URL. Some of them will let you do an embed code. So it's just another free tool that you have. Again, I don't know, depending on what Canva program you have. If you have the free one, you have to go in there and see what you have access to. You might not be able to do all the video options, but you should be able to do some. But it's just one of the things that you can do to enhance your website and make it more accessible, more visible to people. So that's my training on how to use that, and I hope it helped you. But again, don't go down the rabbit hole and spend all your time working on videos if you don't have your website up and running.
Sheila, one question, please.
Uh-huh.
I know you had like 8 across the bottom that you were using. Was there a reason you used 8? Was that adding up to the 60 or the 30 minutes or whatever?
No, you can actually change your titles, but yes, some of the videos actually already have time on it. When you go to the video platform, it automatically assigns each frame 5 seconds. Some of the videos I pulled from the actual video template, and they are already assigned seconds or time on them.
So when you chose, when
Yeah.
you chose Instagram, it gave you 60 seconds. So when you started pulling, you were keeping within that 60 seconds? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because what it is once I get it done and it's finished, I will upload it to my Google Drive, and it will be there. And I have Google Drive on my phone. So if I want to go to Instagram, because Instagram is only workable
Right,
through
on your
your
phone.
phone. So I want to make sure I can utilize this on my Instagram. So when I go to download it and pull it from my Google Drive and upload it to Instagram, I want to make sure that it's within that time frame. Now you can make them longer. By all means, you can, because I think I have one on Facebook that's like 1.5 minutes. So again, it just depends on where you're going to use it, on how long you want to make it. And the good thing about having it on Canva is that I can pull up a past one, video that I've done, and if it's too long, I can go through it and see which one I can take out without messing up the flow of the video. And I always do my videos with a storyline from the beginning. You know, what's the problem? Okay, the problem on this one is they're overeating. They don't want to give up all their foods that they like. You know, do I have to make a choice between my hamburger and fries or a salad? You know, do I have to not want that donut or ice cream because it's going to add pounds? You know, I've done all the conventional stuff. You know, went to the gym, did the exercise, workouts, you know, modified my diet, and it doesn't work. What is working? What's my next step? Hey, I got this coffee. So don't just haphazardly throw stuff together. You want it to have a meaning. Just like with any video, when you go to the movies, the same thing. There's a flow. There's the way to do things. So that was the one thing about the one we just did, is that when you look at it, it does have that flow. It's telling them the process that they need to go through. You know, you're going to start with your coffee. You're going to go from one to the next. You're going to, you know, pick. Once you get the coffee, then you have to balance your life. You can't just do the coffee. You still have to do the, you know, make sure you have the right foods, the exercise occasionally. You know, don't overdo it. Still keep your life in balance. So that's one of the things you have to make sure that you're doing. This is the one I did for my mom, because they have this challenge on Facebook, you know, and I did this for my mom. And it's, I think it embarrassed her. But because I put her out there, but it's just something that I did for my mom, because I, you know, love my mom, and I did the same thing. It's got music to it. This is my grandmother, my mother's mom. She's passed away, and I said it all started from the beginning. This is my mom in high school. She was a cheerleader. Guess what? I was a cheerleader. My sister didn't have nothing to do with it. This is me in 3rd grade. This is me 4 years ago. I am not that big now. This is my family, my brother, my sister and her kids and her boyfriend. This is my mom and my cousins and aunts. You know, we all get together at Halloween. They're all cooking. This is my mom's hobby. My dad actually built her a kitchen in the garage, and this is what she does on the side. This is my mom and dad. You know, they set great examples for me to follow. And, you know, at the end of it, I just wanted to say, hey, this is my mom, you know. So
It's lovely.
so she's beautiful. I tell her every day, I'm glad I look like her.
It's beautiful there.
So, but it comes in handy. You know, it's good for advertising. I actually found a study. I'm gonna have to find it and post it and let people read it. But there is a study that people will watch the videos. You know, not saying not to do your memes and not to do images. You still want images. You still want that relevant content. You still want people to have something that they can go to for a page to read. Your images and your videos shouldn't overshadow your content. So if you have a really great video, then they need to come and read your page and have a really great page. Your video should only complement your page. It shouldn't overshadow it. Same thing with your images and your memes. They should complement your page, not overshadow them. So always create that story, always have a meaning, let it flow, give them just little tidbits of what they can do when they can do it. And then from there, then all they need to do is just read your page, and it's like, okay, now where do I need to click to buy this? This is exactly what I've been looking for. So it's leading up to what they need to do.
I don't know if I'm ready for this, but it's interesting as can be. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why I said get your content. Always your content should be first. And then once your content is done, then, you know, play with this. You know, like I said, Canva's a free program.
I love Canva.
Yeah, you can go in there and play with it. And it's all in your imagination. If you can think of it, there's a way to do it in Canva. Just, you know, some of it you might have to pay for, some of it you might have to do little workarounds. The one part in Canva, whenever you do a picture, is you're going to have that option to where, you know, you can take the background out. It's called the effect. So, you know, if you take the background out, will you be able to, and like it even here, it says Instagram. Instagram has certain dimensions for their images. Same thing with Facebook. So you have to find the one that goes with your particular program. I like to use Banner Blog, or Blog Banner. Most of the time I have to resize them. And, you know, if I just want to create a new coffee meme, I can just come here to photos and just type in coffee. You know, and just find what I want to look for. Like this one right here, I used this one the other day, but sometimes you can take the background out and just have the coffee steam. You just hit the effect up here and hit remove background. If it will allow you to, it will remove it. Sometimes it says it can't remove the background because it's part of the picture, but if it can, it will. And then it'll leave you what's left. So now you got a steaming cup of coffee, but it doesn't look as appealing.
That's right.
So, so you bring it back. So yeah, so you bring it back and take that out, and then just get your picture back. So that's one of the things that you can do is, like I said, just depends on which program you have. But there's nothing in here that we don't have that you can't find in Canva. So if I wanted to do wine, look at all the different pictures of wine. This one actually has no background. So you could put that in. Some people can use that as a logo. Put your name, your web address right across there in a different color, and then you can minimize it. And then anytime you make an image or meme, you can even create a logo and put your email, your web address down there. So there's different things that you can do with Canva. This makes a great backdrop, perfect, for that romantic night out. Just have fun with it, but not at the expense of losing sight of your content on your website.
This was great training. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. That's all I have for today. Anybody have any questions or anything?
You can make the videos if you have the free version, correct?
Yes. I just don't know all the options you have available, but it should be there. If it has a gold crown on it, that means it's only available with the paid programming.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
It's time to move furniture.
Yep. See, I'm trying to procrastinate. You caught me.
Hey, we'll keep you on here longer, Sheila. You know that.
I just looked at the time and I was like, man, it's only 3:30. We're usually getting in good about now. So, but that's all I have, seriously. But it's just fun. I just play with it. Y'all know me. I research, I study, I find out what people are looking for. And this is trending right now, is the video advertising. And I think it's just because it's a faster way. People just want to look at something quick. It's right there in front of their face. It's the holiday season coming up. They want to know where they can go, what they can get, how much it's going to cost, and can they get it now.
They don't have to read.
Yeah, exactly. So they can see a picture and it's like, oh, what was that website? And they'll go back and click it again. And it's like, oh, hold up, there it is. And they can freeze frame the video and there's everything right there that they can see. So that's why I say, even though some of I got to find out why that didn't work. Like I said, it could be because I'm using this different headset that the music didn't play. But the good thing about Canva is it stores all your images that you created. So it'll be there and I can go back and say, okay, that didn't upload. Let me find out why and change the music. And then just re-download it, get rid of the old one and put the new one in. So it's really just a matter of still copying and pasting. That's what we signed up to do. And that's what we do is copy and paste. So
I like the idea of even being able to make different logos. I don't know why I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, I type, when I do an ad, I'll put something in there, but I hadn't thought about actually saving them into a file to make it specific.
I have one for coffee. I have the ones for wine. So, and I keep them here. And then if I have a position to where I can use them, I do that. I have my little lady that I use all the time. There's my picture. I actually put my picture on there sometimes on some of my ads. But this is one I create. Yeah, these are ones I created that I have, and I'll just put it with an image or my link. These are ones I created. There's my little lady. I use her just about all the time that I'm doing wine. Here's a new one I found. I'm trying to figure out how to use her. I've created her, this one for my native heritage. And then just different ones that I've created, just took images from somewhere, put my link and just created the logo. So now whenever I do a meme, and I have a link, then I have something I can put with that link so it makes the link stand out but still be in line with what I'm talking about. So I have them for wine, I have them for coffee, I have them for just plain fun, and then just basic business looking logos. You know, here's my beach logo. This is the one I use quite often. So again, just however you want to use it.
Great idea.
Yep. And I use this one to get the curve, because people say, well, how did you get the curve? It's called Avery. You can go in and create anything with Avery and then bring it over to Canva and actually print it out. That looks better. So yeah, you can create curve titles and just bring it over. That's what I did. I created the curve title, and then found this and then put this under it, and I was done. So
So Avery is a software app?
yeah, Avery's a software. If you ever go to Walmart and buy the card stock or the label maker, it's usually an Avery product. So you can download Avery and just pick a template, doesn't matter. And it'll ask you, do you want to use curved, if you want your design to be curved, and just hit curved.
I'm
And
surprised Canva doesn't have that already in there. But
it doesn't. Everything's straight. Trust me, I've looked.
Even the paid version, right?
Even in the paid version, it doesn't. You can't curve your wording.
it's funny because you'd think they would have picked up on that.
Yeah,
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it has so many other things. I'm sure eventually, if I went and played with it enough, I could probably figure out how to get it to do that. But there's just so many other things on there. I don't need to worry about it. So. But that's it for today. So I hope y'all got some good information out of it. And
Great as always.
See you on the Monday night wine call.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.